Here we have the virus that has turned our world, our country, and our lives upside down. COVID-19. Now, don't get too upset. This will not be the main topic of this visual story. It is, however, the inspiration for the main topic, and therefore pertinent. I'm sure many of you have been to the stores, maybe seen some of the disturbing signs such as these. If so, then you have seen firsthand the scarcity of some of our most basic household products. Two of these common products might include toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Now, I do not have a solution for the lack of toilet paper, but if you have found yourself in need of hand sanitizer, this visual story might be very useful to you. Before we get started, you'll soon see that my recipe for hand sanitizer is a bit more in depth than what you might have seen on your favorite daytime talk show. In fact, it's because so many of these shows have already shared their DIY version of how to make your own that I found myself in the situation that I was in.
Similar to the toilet paper panic, people had also purchased all forms of aloe vera gel, leaving only aloe vera juice readily available. Now that you understand the necessity for the added steps in my recipe, let's begin with gathering our ingredients, starting with aloe vera juice. The aloe prevents the isopropyl alcohol from excessively drying out your hands. Next, we have isopropyl alcohol. The minimum recommendation is 60%, but we will be using 99.99%. Next up, the much needed xanthan gum. Without it, you would not be able to turn the aloe vera juice into the aloe vera gel. Next, you will need a preservative. I use Lucidol Liquid SF, which is a natural moisturizing antimicrobial. Last but not least, we will be adding some essential oils. Pick some of your favorites and add only a few drops. I chose eucalyptus for its fragrance and lavender for its stress relieving properties, which I'm sure right now everyone would benefit from.
Now that we have gathered all of our ingredients, next we will need to gather all of the utensils needed to begin preparing our solution.
First up, we have our 1/3 measuring cup. We will use this for both the aloe vera juice as well as the isopropyl alcohol. Next, we have a 600 milliliter beaker. Once we have created our aloe vera gel, we will combine the gel and the isopropyl alcohol within the beaker. Keep in mind, it is not imperative that you use a beaker. Any container of your choosing will do just fine.
In order to make our gel, we will need a small pot. In this pot, we will combine our aloe vera juice and xanthan gum powder. In order to thoroughly and evenly combine both xanthan gum and aloe vera juice, we will require a small whisk.
Once we have created the aloe vera gel, we will use our spatula to remove all gel contents from our small pot and pour them into our beaker. In order for us to add the correct amount of xanthan gum to the aloe vera juice, we will need a small-sized food scale to weigh out the powder.
Now that we have both ingredients and required utensils, let's go over the step-by-step process in which I used to create my hand sanitizing solution.
Begin by measuring out 1/3 cup aloe vera juice and then pour into your pot. You will then do this one more time. Next, you will be weighing out approximately 1.2 grams of your xanthan gum. Before adding the xanthan gum, let's first turn on our stove and allow our aloe vera juice to heat up. This will result in easier mixing and less clumping. With our aloe vera juice now heated, along with our whisk in hand, we will slowly add the xanthan gum to the pot. Taking your time, adding small and slow amounts will yield the best results.
The reason why it is so important for you to slowly add the xanthan gum to the aloe vera juice is to make sure that it is not clumped together. Throwing in the entire 1.2 grams will result in clumping. Even with the added heat from the stove, it will not be enough to stop the clumps.
Once xanthan gum mixing is complete, weigh out approximately 0.6 grams of the preservative and add it to your small pot, thoroughly mixing as you pour. Now that we have completed the aloe vera gel, we will turn off our stove. We will then use our rubber spatula to remove all gel contents from our pot, scooping them into a beaker or other container of your choosing. We will now measure out 1/3 cup of our isopropyl alcohol. Just like we were slow to add our xanthan gum to our aloe vera juice, we will take that same approach when adding the isopropyl alcohol to the aloe vera gel. Adding too much alcohol too soon will result in the gel losing its bond and now resembling egg drop soup. After successfully adding the isopropyl alcohol to the aloe vera gel, the next step is to add your essential oils. Take care not to overdo this. I myself only use 3 small drops of each oil.
And there you have it. How to make aloe vera gel plus hand sanitizer. Once you have finished, you can remove all contents from the beaker and place it in any container you so deem fit. And now you are a little bit safer from the nasty COVID-19.